Yes, sir, man. We're back at it again with another guide video. Now, this video is going to be an upgraded version of the reroll guide that I dropped recently because the information in that video was a little bit wrong. So once again, I do apologize for all the ones that saw that, but I did figure out how to reroll correctly last night on stream, and shout out everybody that came to the stream. But of course, as a reroll guide, I'm also going to be telling you who to reroll for in this video as well. So that's going to be like the second half of this video. Now, once you come out of Mementos with Lufel, you're able to unlock and go into your mail, which of course, as you can see right here, I have a mail icon, and then I have the contracts in the events tab. When I was streaming, I didn't realize that I kind of just kept progressing the story until I got into the events tab. Now, this is the events tab. Once you get in the events tab, you'll see a calling card. You're able to collect this heart and you get rewards. They give you like free pulls and stuff like that, as well as the daily bonus. You click on this and then you're able to get free 2 gold passes. Now, once I came out of this, I kept progressing the story a little bit until I made it home. And then I did my 10 pulls. Now, the 10 pulls, I'm not gonna lie, they was bad. They were kind of trash. I got 4 stars. I'm like, I want some 5 stars. We're going to re-roll. So I'm going to show you guys how to delete your account, and then you're able to just start over and skip cutscenes and get back to the pull screen. So I'm about to switch over to the game real quick. Now, in order to delete your account, you have to go to the phone, you go to settings, and you go down to the account. Now, I'm about to blur this out because this is my main account, right? I have no reason to delete it. So it's kind of counterintuitive, but once you click on the account screen, right, it's going to pull up 4 options. You're going to have a linked account, legal terms, manage devices, delete account. You click delete account, you type in delete, boom, account's deleted. You're able to re-roll, and then you just log in and you do all the skip the cutscenes and get back to the rolling process, and you keep going until you get who you want. Now, as for the people that is the best characters to pull off of re-rolling. Now, in my honest opinion, right, as you can see from my account, this account's kind of juice. I got this all in what, I think two 10 pulls off the beginner banner. I got Yao Ling, which is like, to me, I think she's one of the best standard characters in the entire game. And I've looked on the CN side and looked at tier lists and stuff like that, and objectively they said that she is still one of the best characters to this day on the Chinese version. So she is going to be cracked for a long time on the global side of things. But the main characters that you want to pull is her, and you want to go for An as well in terms of re-rolling for 5 stars. 4 stars that you can look out for, of course, you have Leo. Leo's one of the best 4 stars in the game. I did pull this Navigator, which is pretty dope. And then I think the only other character that I pulled that was really like, okay, I gotta lock in this account right here, was my man Shun. I really wanted him. I think his persona looks dope, and he turns out he's one of the best characters for bossing in his game. So that's really cool as well. I'm also going to show you guys other mini rewards that they have in this game as well. Now, since I'm in Mementos, I don't have access to like my entire like phone screen, but there is, like, you know how in Honkai Star Rail or Genshin or any gacha game in general, they have like an adventurer's handbook that tells you, hey, you do these X amount of missions, you will get this reward. In the adventurer's handbook, or whatever it's called in this game, once you do a certain amount of missions in the first tab, you're able to choose a 5-star standard character, which I think is only Morgana and Ryuji. I think those are the only 3 that you can choose from that selector ticket, as well as pulls. Now, if you pull up pulls as well, I still have 2 more 10 pulls to do on the beginner banner, and once you do 5 10 pulls on that, you're able to select Ryuji, Morgana, or An. As for the best character to select out of this, if you do not have An, she's one of the best characters even on the Chinese version currently, and that has already, I think, in 5.0. I think that's the version that China's in, something like that. So she's going to be viable for a super long time. Personally, if I don't get An within these next 2 10 pulls, then I'm going to choose An. If I get her, then I'm going to go with Ryuji. Ryuji's the next best option out of the 3 that you can pick. And this is no Morgana hate. I'm not going to lie. Morgana, he's just, you know, yeah, you know what I mean? Personally, I got Morgana on one of my accounts and I re-rolled because Morgana's kind of like mid in this game. I'm not going to lie, throw his hands up. But you can't go wrong with him. I mean, it's the starting of the game, right? He's still going to be a good character. Now, as for the standard banner as well, you get to have another selector. Once you do 300 pulls on the standard banner, you're able to select one of the 5 stars as well. Yao Ling, like I said, I think she's the best person to go for because you have so many routes to go for Anne. Like I said, you have the beginner banner that you're able to pull Yao Ling on. I got her on this banner. But you're able to choose Anne on this banner. You're able to choose Anne on the starter banner from when you get to choose right here, and then you also get to pull Anne from just doing pulls, right? So you're gonna have many options to get Anne. But honestly, to me, the best character to go for in terms of re-rolling is 100% Ren. I mean, she's an amazing character. She pairs well, really, with Joker. So if you plan on pulling Joker, you 100% want to get her because if we take a look at her persona, she is also a curse user, just like Joker. And what she is, she's a debuffer. So she's able to deal curse damage and increase the target's defense, or increase the target's damage taken. I'm sorry. With this skill, she decreases defense with this skill. That's the one that I had in my head. But yeah, she does curse damage to everyone and decreases their defense by 3% of her speed. So she's just going to be debuffing. So if you had to ask me, once again, TLDR, I personally would reroll until I see Yao Ling. That's just me. That's what I did. You can't go wrong with On either. Either one of those, you can keep them. In terms of 4 stars, 100% I'll go with Leo. You need a navigator, right? I think there's only 2 navigators right now at launch with Tamiya and this girl as well. She's a navigator, Miyu. I thought her name was Miku. I don't know. Miyu, let's go with Miyu. But yeah, she's the other navigator right now. We don't really have that many other navigators in the game. And in terms of other characters you want to look out for, Shun is really cracked. He's really great. This character I'm not using him. I've seen the tier list. He's pretty low. I'm not like a super meta player, but like I don't want to invest in a bad character. That's just me. I guess you could say that is meta, whatever. But Crow's not in the game. So once Crow gets in the game, I don't care how bad he is or how good he is, we go pull him. And one of the other best 4 stars in the entire game is Shiratori. I think they have it by the last names, right? Ren. Oh no, this is their first names because Ren is Joker's first name. So he's also one of the best 4 stars that you can go and get off of rerolling. So I hope this is a better updated video guide when it comes to rerolling for you guys. Once again, I do apologize for the reroll guide that I put out previously. I know that was very counterintuitive, you know. But other than that, though, going forward, we're going to make sure that all these guides are better. I'm going to have guide videos for every single one of these characters that I pull. We just got to get them leveled up and get the card system unlocked, the Arcana card system, and get their gear and all that stuff. And I'm going to be bringing out character guides for all of these characters as well. But other than that, I'll catch y'all in the next video. Make sure you go on there and subscribe, hit the thumbs up button for your boy. And other than that, I'll catch y'all in the next video.